A day after the GOP passed their massive tax cut for the rich, this video blew up online. Now, I think you'll recognize this individual's last name.
My father said to me, Wyatt, you can do whatever you want to in life, but just make sure you do it well and you do it with passion. Every day I go to the office, I enjoy creating the clothes. Be bold means to me, be authentic, be real, be yourself, be confident, and always be a gentleman, but still have that tenacity that no one can take away from you. I want my shirts to be able to be worn in the boardroom or in a discoteca or a nightclub or on a yacht. I really wanted to create something that's fun, outside the box, cool, trendy, yet really bold and interesting.
All right, so when I first saw this video, I honestly thought it was a joke. But no, it's legitimate. It's real. This is a real son of a real Koch brother who started a real shirt company that has various designs on it, including money bags. Now, this is the 31-year-old son of billionaire William Koch, who broke away from his brothers in the 1990s and hosted fundraisers for US President Donald Trump during the 2016 election. Now, look, I'm not a fashion guy, really, so I'm not going to judge his shirt designs, but would he have this business? Would he have been able to shoot that video if he didn't have money from his Koch brother dad? Because, look, there's a lot of people who, just because they're born rich, doesn't mean they're not talented. But in this guy's case, I checked his Instagram page out, and even after this video hit, he only has 3,000 followers. And even his logo of the lion has a face like, what the hell am I doing here? But, you know, maybe you'll say, whatever, it's social media, who cares? But if you're running a fashion line, Instagram is kind of essential at this point. And if even with your billions of dollars, or let's just say he has hundreds of millions of dollars, if you can't get, I don't know, at least 10,000 followers on Instagram for your fashion line, then maybe you're not going to be very successful. So I'm just saying, if he didn't inherit money, I think it's pretty unlikely that he would be able to run the business that he's currently running. But you know what? He does have a passion for fashion. So Wyatt Ingraham Koch's love of fashion began early, from where he first donned his Yves Saint Laurent black with white pinstripes ensemble, whatever that means, at the age of 15. According to Palm Beach magazine, he told the Palm Beach Record that he was voted most fashionable in high school. And he's also had a taste of the big donor life in politics, donating money to the presidential campaigns of Hillary Clinton and Mitt Romney, and the RNC, according to the FEC. So before I go any farther, I want to say that I have a weird sort of empathy for people like this, and it's not, you know, the same level of empathy I have for poor and middle class people who are just trying to survive, but it's an empathy where I wouldn't want his life. I wouldn't want to be born into a billionaire family, because how do you know what's real? How do you develop any sort of skills for the actual world when everything is just given to you? So when you have this sort of wealth, I imagine it's impossible to tell if somebody actually wants to be your friend or if they just want your money. And that can't be an enjoyable game to be in. Now, that's not saying that you should feel sorry for him. I don't think anybody should feel sorry for extremely wealthy people who, if he wanted to, he could just sit on his ass and do nothing. But I'm just saying that to be aware that the problem here isn't really the individual, it's the society. It's the system that these people are born into. And that system is going to become even worse with this new tax bill. The bill just passed by GOP lawmakers will ensure tax collectors won't take away much of Koch's wealth after his 77-year-old father dies, because heirs won't have to pay estate taxes on inheritance up to $22 million. So, as if Wyatt Ingraham Koch already didn't have it made, he now doesn't have to pay taxes on the first $22 million that his father is going to leave to him. And really, that is just going to be a drop in the bucket compared to everything else he's going to inherit. Now, I often struggle with what is the solution to this sort of system, or just this society that focuses on the needs of the wealthy and is always appealing to the wealthy. And that's often because, or is mainly because, the politicians are bought off by these big donors. Well, apart from getting money out of politics, which is the long-term goal, I saw a couple tweets online that I think is an incredible idea. So Matthew Dowd, who is a political analyst for ABC News, tweeted this: "We need a law that either forces leaders to reveal what they may financially gain from a law they are pushing, or one that prohibits them from any financial gain from law they support or sign. That is transparency and honesty." And then journalist David Sirota replied saying, "This is a very interesting idea from Matthew Dowd. Bills have CBO scores. They could also have personal financial impact statements for all lawmakers voting on them." So stopping short of an amendment to get money out of politics and move to public financing of elections, I think this is a brilliant move that could discourage the influence that money has on politicians by completely exposing how a politician may financially benefit from whatever law they're passing. Now, that wouldn't necessarily prevent something like the estate tax cut, but I guess we could try and stop that by making shirts with money bags on them socially unacceptable.